everybody, welcome back. Not skipping Peach and Bowser. Are you sure about this? Speak up, X-Nut. Again, they're all named X-Nut. Also, we're just diving right into dialogue. Yes, sir, quite sure. I poured over all our research of the Thousand-Year Door. And it appears the sealing power has definitely maybe been weakened a little bit, maybe? Finally, the treasure of legend, the ancient power of darkness will soon be ours. Listen and listen well. Keep giving the Crystal Star Search top priority. Of course, that also includes the elimination of Mario, that meddling scum. Gotcha, sir. I remembered I have to do the Zoidberg noises for X-Nuts. Again, well, not again, but I feel like I really want to talk about this later down the line too. But everything about Grotus is so disconnected from everything else. Popcorn. I am conflicted. Huh? What's wrong, Tech? You don't seem yourself. Which is more important, carrying out an order or protecting a critical person? I exist for the purpose of a certain person. I wish to exist for the purpose of another. He is a supercomputer, and he is already contemplating real-life choices. Bro! I do not know what to do, really. Never mind. Please forget my musings. I do not know why, but it makes me feel unpleasant if I make you worry. Again, this is one hell of an advanced supercomputer if it can comprehend and feel emotion. Now, granted, I've also made a machine that's capable of emotion, which is probably just as, unlikely. And when I say that, I mean as like a fictional character, but I don't know. I just feel like in this case, it's a little different. Like, why on earth would Grotus program Tech with the ability to comprehend emotion and even feel it? Or did Peach just cause that big of a malfunction? Yeah, I like this Peach segment because it's nice and easy. What is the goal of Grotus? To conquer the world. Question 3. What is the legendary treasure? What is the legendary treasure that waits behind the Thousand-Year Door? Literally just dropping this information on you midway in. Yeah, man, this game's serious. I love it. What does Sir Grotus wish to do with this ancient demon soul? Hang out with it. Just chill. He needs a friend. Because he has none. Bro's not good at making friends. I kind of do want to speak through these moments, but... yeah, basically this entire Peach interlude was literally to tell you what the treasure is. And I think that's crazy because they just decide to say, oh, well, your little treasure hunting adventure is not a treasure hunting adventure anymore. You are in shit if you let that door open. This is when the entire game just flips 180. And I love that for it. Alright, and what's Bowler up to? Well, we know what Bowler is up to. He's lagging behind as usual. My lord, I've received reports that of a great secret in the floating town of Blitzville. Let's ride the cheap blimp there. Come now. You there, 2 tickets. One great and evil king and one sweet young thing. Good gravy! Bowser, the evil king, and a deluded old hag. Life is too short. Yeah. That'll do it. What did he just say? Hey, Come back here, you impudent little cheapskate. Cheapskate. There is no Bowler here. Hey, I'm talking to myself. Where'd Lord Bowser go? Take a guess. Forget that wimpy blimpy. I'll be riding this baby. I snuck into Glitzville once before, so I know the way. No problemo. You go easy on your old limbs and take the slow ride on the blimp, Grandma. I love this game. I want Cammy back. I want this back. I mean, we already have it, but now my special dirigible deluxe brown bag Cammy lunch will go to waste. Bro, what are you eating? Dust? That sounds like the most, like... It sounds like you put a sandwich in a blender and called it food. But yeah, I know we got the remake here, and I am beyond thankful. And right now, it's mostly just me, like, wondering what the future of Paper Mario is really going to be now. A warning light. I really hope that the next Paper Mario game is a brand new, unique adventure, and I want to see some of these characters come back. Like, Cammy and Kamek, let's be real. They can both exist at the same time. Everything is a constant reminder at what Paper Jam could have been if they had just been... If that game just didn't come out in the safe era of Mario. Me. Alright. There's honestly Bowser's. Oh, yeah, we're big now. Let's go. No more breathing. Are you kidding me? There, now I'm invincible again. Now I can just beat up these X-Nuts floating down from the sky. Bowser's so slow in the water. If you ever thought that underwater mechanics couldn't get any worse, you are incorrect. Like, seriously, this game somehow manages to make underwater physics even worse. And it's only for like literally 30 seconds of the game. Man, something to complain about Thousand Year Door. 30 seconds of a Bowser interlude, that sucks. Oh well. It's a good thing the rest of this game is phenomenal. Oh, that was terrible. I gotta get into shape. I'll say, the next game you can barely climb a ladder. Like Bowser, the Koopa King. Run, cowards. Zoom in. Cammy's got all the balloons on her, I love it. There you are, Lord Bowser. What are you doing over here? I've been looking all over. If I may ask, where have you been, your sogginess? Swimming. Really neat! As for me, Glitzville was fantastic. The fights were so cool! I was overcome. Why, even at my age, I was shaking what my mama gave me. And then the hot dogs. Oh my gracious, yummerly. You have fun too, Oh, Bowser. Lord Bowser, is that a no? It was terrible, you hear me? I swallowed a dang blooper. I wanted to have fun. But forget it. It's over. Go get me solid info on Princess Peach and the Crystal Stars now. I can give you solid information on Princess Peach. She wears a pink dress and she has blonde hair. I mean, that's pretty solid information. You never asked me to tell you something you don't know. Can't believe it was a fake Mario all this time. So we were all fooled. I'm sorry, Mario. After all you've done for our town, did we hurt your feelings? Only one of you did, so I'm gonna say nah, not really. You're a bigger man than I, Mario. Such fortitude. You're a true hero. Fire the gatekeeper, please. He called me weird. Alright. I don't... Well, actually, there is one thing I need to do. And that is stay at this inn. Because I do have my complete recipe list, which I'm gonna get up actually. I made my recipe list and all the best items to use for this, because we are going to be doing a lot of cooking within the next few episodes. I'm going to need this. I'm probably going to need multiple of them too, honestly. But for now, we have got some work to do. And before I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do as much cooking before I start doing any troubles. Only though, there is one in particular trouble that I'm going to be taking on right now. Oh, oh my goodness, Mario! Sounds like you got an email. My dear Mario, I finally learned what the legendary treasure is. It's the spirit of a demon. Imagine it just cut off right there. It's the spirit of the demon. Get out of there. So, you know what, when you really think about it? If Mario had just dipped scene, what are the X-Nuts gonna do? Like, I know he was not planning on doing that because there was still a Princess Peach missing, but if Mario had just figuratively or theoretically left and took the crystal stars with him, what were the X-Nuts going to do? They could find the other ones. It wasn't going to help them. They need all 7. And if Mario has 4 of them, them having 3 doesn't help them at all. That's not very much of a good alternative to, well, that's not really exactly the best solution to the problem because, again, Peach is missing. And truth be told, the X-Nuts probably would have, like, hunted him down as much as they could for the crystal stars. So, maybe it's a good thing we stuck on this adventure, but, you know, just saying, leaving the plot device behind is kind of an option here. Not a good option, but it's an option. Alright. So, I'm gonna go ahead, and we are gonna do the 1,000-year door bit, simply because having access to Twilight Town will be very useful. Plus, I am gonna need to go back there if I want to get into Maisie Daisy title. Who do I want? Let's do Flurry. Read Flurry dialogue. I don't do enough of that. Our scene gets bigger. I like how, I like the ad here that all the partners pop out when you put a crystal star in front of the door. I still do wish that there was a little more interaction between them all, like them actually talking to each other, but like that's still not a thing. But whatever. Again, the existence of this game is already pretty huge. I'll admit, of course, there's still a lot of stuff I would have loved to see added, and while it is, like, it's a pretty faithful remake, but, like, it's still got some really good additions to it. Keel Hall Key. More specifically, Pirate's Grotto. Alright, everything has been recorded. Quickly now, let's go to the professor's office. You must advise him about Princess Peach's email.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, it's time. What? That was written in Princess Peach's email? The legendary treasure is actually the spirit of an ancient demon. And those fiends want to use the crystal stars to open the 1,000-year door and resurrect it. How bone-chilling. Sadly, it does seem to be consistent with what I've uncovered. Pray tell, what information have you uncovered, frankly? This is rather long, so you best listen well. All of you ready? All of you there. Yes, you in front of the screen. You listen up too. Pardon, what screen? If I may speak frankly, you're speaking utter nonsense. Someone finally made that frankly joke. Oh, never you mind. Don't you worry about such trivial details. Just listen. The great cataclysm that destroyed the city, which once stood here, many may well refer to this demon. It is said that the 7 crystal stars were actually created by that monster. And that this thing used the power of the crystal stars to try and control the world. Sounds like a real mom situation. Mom's friendly robots. Is the demon actually just Mom from Futurama? According to legend, the demon was defeated in the end by 4 heroes. But only the beast's physical form was destroyed. Its spirit could not be eradicated. So the heroes used the crystal stars, which they had stolen from the demon, and then they sealed its wicked spirit within the Palace of Shadow, locked behind the 1,000-year door. From this, I gathered the crystal stars cannot distinguish good from evil. So, if they're all united, they can either seal away or resurrect the demon. It seems that who wields the crystal stars determines if they are used for evil or good. Well, we must consider the idea that gathering the crystal stars is unwise. Forgive me for saying so, but shouldn't we consider destroying them? That was my first thought too, but further research suggests that we can't do that. There's a slight possibility that the 1,000-year door is weakening. It seems the crystal stars hold the power to seal the beast for 1,000 years. So once 1,000 years pass, the power to keep the door sealed will fail. And unfortunately, this may be the 1,000th year. Wow, talk about convenient plot exposition. Also, that's kind of another thing that might have stopped my previous thought of just ditching Peach and taking the 4 crystal stars with me. In other words, we must be ready for the demon's return, even if the X-Nuts fail. Well, what are we dallying for? In order to seal the demon, we must find the rest of the crystal stars. Where to next, frankly? According to the map, it appears to be somewhere on Keel Hall Key. Yes, island. I'm none too familiar with the place, but I've heard countless unsavory rumors. You know, the usual stuff. Vengeful spirits full of hatred, evil curses, things like that. I'm sure the sea salts down by the harbor will know more. You should head there first. Bye. Oh, it's Jolene. Yes. So she just talks about, that's just her little email about Prince Mush and how he's training for a comeback. Alright, so now that we got all that out of the way, unfortunately this was more of a dialogue episode over anything else. Oh, there are only 2 troubles here. Okay. Alright, we can do with that. This one's literally easy because we have the book in our inventory. So, yeah. And honestly, no reason to cut me going over there. I can just ride Yoshi and let's go. Speedy Gonzalez style. We're not the great Gonzalez, we're Speedy Gonzalez. And then we just go all the way over here. Unfortunately, this episode had absolutely no meat to it. It was just dialogue. It's quite unfortunate. Alright. So this is why, like, if you find the book right away, which it could be seen as a little well hidden because it's a little nook underneath the in the wall of creepy steeple, but if you find it and you get this book, that makes this trouble so much easier. Like, you just get it right out the gate and give it to her. Because Zess T is also like both of these troubles have nothing to do with going back to Twilight Town. You know, unless you missed the book. Which, in that case, you still got a little fast travel pipe at the entrance to Twilight Town, so It's honestly not that bad. Alright. Now we can use 2 ingredients for cooking, which is going to be very useful because this is what most of everything is going to be. Thankfully, we do not have to make a honey shroom because in this game, in the remake, they fixed the thing where if you receive a recipe through like an inn or a trouble, you don't have to worry about cooking it yourself. It'll just get added. So, unfortunately, we have nothing along those lines, but we will get some later. I'm going to end this episode off with a look at our art gallery, because we've got 2 chapters, so we can see more concept art. So most of this just seems to be how Glitzville was made, and like some designs for the cheap blimp. Looks like it was going to be, like it could have been a balloon, 2 types of balloons, and like a paper mache looking thing. Kind of looks like the paper macho soldiers from Origami King, which is kind of cool. Just some of the interior designs. There's a grub on the screen. The GBA. Oh, that's how the GBA thing is actually built, I guess. Grubba's power draining machine. Oh wow, that champ's room. Oh my goodness, I kind of wish we got that version with all the neon lights everywhere. Same with the glitz pit. Wow, look at that. And then here are some concept drawings for the characters. So Rock Hawk looks really weird. Grubba doesn't look all that different, but Jolene had like a different hairstyle. Most of the other characters seem to look the same, except Pineapple Boy there had yellow hair instead of green. And then Yoshi has a few other alternative designs, I guess. He still looks like a Yoshi though. And some different hairstyles. And then chapter 4. So I guess these are just like how they're built, like the models themselves. There's not really too much. I guess there wasn't supposed to be a rock there, and there's a random tree just there. Some tree designs, I guess. Rock designs. There's Twilight Trails, entrance to Creepy Steeple, the inner bit of Creepy Steeple, Dupless's area. Yeah, I kind of do like looking at the concept art. Guess there was some more Twilight version of the upper area. Here's the battle area, just how it all folds out. The underground. There are a lot. Oh, here's some concept sketches of Twilight Town as a whole. It looks almost like a medieval, kind of looks like a little medieval village. And maybe that's other. I can't tell if that's like Creepy Steeple or if all of this is just Twilight Town. Oh no, that's definitely Creepy Steeple. And then some Twilight Trail. Creepy Steeple actually looked more like a church. But I think that's what a steeple is, isn't it? I don't know. And then there's Flurry and some of her concept art. This was in the one of the big trailers for Thousand Year Door. So you got some concept art of Dupless. But yeah, I hope you guys don't mind that that's how I ended this episode off. It's something, at least. But anyway, tune in next time. We're going to do a lot of cooking. See you guys then.